to find the angle between the vectors 3 comma negative 6 and 2 comma 4. So first we will compute the dot product of v and w. So we have the dot product of 3 comma negative 6 and 2 comma 4. And the dot product is the sum of the products of the corresponding components. So we take the corresponding components, the 3 and the 2, we multiply them to get the product, and then we take the second component, multiply them together, get the product of negative 24, and then we add them together. The sum of the products of the corresponding components. So this is negative 18 is the dot product. Now, on the other hand, the dot product is also equal to the magnitude of the first vector times the magnitude of the second vector times the cosine of the angle between them. So whenever we have two vectors, we can think of there as being an angle between them, and that angle is the angle that's between 0 and 180 degrees, as opposed to this angle here. So we can always choose an angle theta between 0 and 180 degrees as the angle between two vectors. So now to find theta, we want to find the angle between the vectors, that would be theta. We will use the fact that our dot product is negative 18, and we can easily compute the magnitudes here. The magnitude of v is the square root of the sum of the squares of the components. So take the square of each component, 9, 36, add those together, square root of 45, which is the same as 3 times the square root of 5, because 45 is 9 times 5. And the magnitude of w is the square root of the sum of the squares of the components. 2 squared is 4, 4 squared is 16, so we have the square root of 20, and 20 is 4 times 5, so this is 2 times the square root of 5. So negative 18, which was our dot product, is equal to 3 times the square root of 5 times 2 times the square root of 5 times the cosine of theta. And this number is 6 times 5, so 30. Negative 18 is equal to 30 times the cosine of theta, which means that the cosine of the angle theta that we seek is negative 18 over 30, or negative 3/5, canceling a 6, which is negative 0.6. And so theta is the inverse cosine of negative 3/5. So you'll need to use a calculating device there. And I got 126.87 degrees rounded to 2 decimal places. And when the dot product is negative, that tells us that the two vectors will have an angle between them that is more than 90 degrees.